guys, we have a special visitor, not Oli, on the show. I am sitting. It was just brought to my attention that there were 2 other podcasters in here recently, okay? And this is a part of their set, and I was like, that's kind of good and fresh. I want this in my set too.
I'm taking this home.
Wait, let's kiss. They need a kiss. I'm holding, if you're listening and not watching on YouTube, which by the way, watch us on YouTube. I'm holding a flamingo, like a sparkly sequin flamingo. You're holding a what?
I'm holding a dragon, I think. Yeah.
Amazing. Okay, well.
Live, laugh, love.
Live, laugh, love. Do we leave these on the whole time or does it look terrible?
It's giving camp.
It's giving camp. You know what? I think this is good for Oli and I's episode.
Yeah, I think it makes sense for us.
Anyway, so speaking of, welcome back to another episode of Making Moves with TK. I am here with one of my neighbors, one of my really good friends, and also one of my favorite creators, Oli motherfucking Abbas.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thanks
your
so much
charity
for coming.
work for the year.
I'm like, this is your Christmas present.
You're like, December's coming up, and bro, I need a tax break.
I'm so dead. Oli, welcome to the pod. What do you think of the stew?
This is giving Caucasian. This is rich. Like, this is official. I don't know what I expected.
Really?
This is a long way.
Wait. Yeah, from where we were on my couch.
I remember the first time I recorded with you, you had textbooks on your coffee table.
Yes, with the
I
mic.
was sick. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you were sick.
I was violently sick, and you were like, "It's fine."
Yeah. But I feel like people loved our episode, and obviously our relationship has developed. And you know what's funny about Oli and I is like, I feel like I'm like the mini version of Alicia Marie, and Ollie's the mini version of Miss Remy Ashton. So it's kind of like we like inevitably have to be like
this
BFFs.
is pretty basic.
Yeah, this is pretty basic. You know what? Turn off Pretty Basic and listen to Making Moves. No, I'm kidding. Please listen to Pretty Basic too. But yeah, this is like the mini version.
This is beautiful average.
We're like the Walmart version of Alicia and Remy, basically. But yeah, I am so honored to have you on. I can't wait to like say some whack ass shit.
I know this episode is gonna be unhinged, so apologies already.
So seatbelts on, put them on.
Okay,
Ding.
I'll double belt.
Ding. I saw a TikTok the other day, and it was explaining the different types of dings on an airplane and what they mean.
What?
Yeah, like you know how sometimes you're like in the bathroom and you hear like a ding, and then you're like, oh shoot, do I need to go back to my seat?
Yeah.
But really, that's just like the pilot calling the flight attendant.
I just hear internal screaming when I'm on a plane.
Or like you have your AirPods in blasting what?
Or that.
Wait, if you were walking down the street, you know those TikToks that are really popular right now where you're walking down the street and people are like, what are you listening to?
Yeah.
What like would most likely you be listening to? Lana Del Rey?
Lana Del Rey or Deep Throat by Cupcake. I would say that, but it wouldn't be true, but I would say it.
Cupcake, I'm dead.
I've always waited for my moment for someone to ask me that.
Really?
I would say like something from the Shrek soundtrack, like something absurd.
I'm like, mine would be Greatest Showman. No, I'm kidding. I actually I fork with the Greatest Showman. What is it like being kind of a creator now?
Oh my God, it's definitely different. Like, I feel like I've seen so many aspects of it that I didn't think of before. Like before I thought it was just like, hee, like I'm posting. But it's like, no, it's like, hee, I'm posting. Like I'm gonna cry.
Wait, so what does that mean?
So I guess like people don't understand like how long it takes to like create a piece of content. Like you might be watching like a vlog, but it's like a week's worth of filming in that vlog, or like it's like multiple days, and then that's not even counting like the editing or like the process or even like the conception. Like I feel like people don't even think of that. Like people have to like think of like the video ideas and stuff too.
You know what I find to be the most underrated, or what I thought was the going to take like the shortest amount of time, which like sometimes can take the longest amount of time, is packaging your video, like making the title, the thumbnail, and like just
symbiotic relationship.
Packaging it. And that's when I feel like I've probably texted you most, talking about how the fork to package my video and yours. Like I always ask for advice on that because it's just hard sometimes.
And it's like nice to have people to like jump off ideas.
Bounce ideas.
I feel like we have like a good friend group with that because I meet so many like YouTubers and they're like, you guys do that? People are so competitive, but I feel like our friend groups, you know. We're nice.
I think it's so red flag. I was just talking to this girl that works at YouTube yesterday. I went to dinner with her.
Iconic.
And
casual.
Yeah, she's so awesome. I love her. I want to get her on this podcast. But she was saying, she's like, yeah, I don't gatekeep anything. Like, is that smart? Like, she was like asking me my advice on that. And I was like, same. I don't really gatekeep anything either. And I think it's so tacky and such a red flag when people do. But I'm going to explain it. If you're a gatekeeper, like sometimes you're like, you think you're smart because you're like, let me save this idea. But I think you have to trust yourself that, first of all, at the end of the day, I think there's room for everyone at the table.
Exactly. Yeah.
And I think everyone has a seat there. And I think there's empty seats waiting for someone. You know what I mean? So you have to trust that. But I think deep down, you have to trust in your gut that just because I'm giving this good idea away doesn't mean a better one won't come from me one day when the time happens. You have to trust your creative juices in your mind, right?
Well, a lot of people are not as creative as you think they are. And I think like even like the gatekeeping, like it comes from a place of insecurity. Like it's like they think like, oh, like if I share this, like, oh, they're gonna have a better idea or they're gonna get more followers than me. It's like a lack of abundance mindset. It's like if they were secure in their like following and their content, they wouldn't care. Like Alicia does not give a shit with telling us anything.
Yeah.
Like she's always like helping us, like Remy, it's like giving us advice and stuff. It's like they're clearly very secure.
In
I've
their
noticed.
self.
Yeah, exactly.
Themselves.
And like they're happy like where they are as well. And also like they see the potential. Like when I see the potential in someone, like let's just say like even like your brother, like he started his channel. Like, if his thumbnails were kind of like whatever, I'd be like, hey, like, why don't you try Canva? Or, what, you know, like, I try to, like, because I see the potential.
Yeah.
But
I think even, like, realizing what really helped me, too, if you're a gatekeeper, this is for you.
You're a gatekeeper.
No.
You know who you are.
Yeah. But seriously, I think being able to recognize, this was hard for me at the beginning, but being able to recognize, okay, what is actually a good idea for Alicia Marie or Ollie Marie or Miss Remy Ashton? Like, what's a good idea for them? Like, what's a good idea for you is actually not a good idea for me.
Yeah.
Right? Like, what's going to slam on your channel is not going to slam on mine.
Yeah.
And I think being able to recognize, like, oh, that's a great ass video. And that just, like, isn't me.
Yeah.
But that's going to work way better for Alicia. So, like, may as well share the wealth.
Exactly. Like, I'm not going to be, like, making a green juice in my videos.
Yeah. Exactly. So, yeah. What have you ever been a victim of gatekeeping?
Definitely, like, people just, like, for example, like, I think I'm more so, like, people don't keep the same energy. Like, I'll be, like, helping them so much with something, and then I'll ask them, like, a very small tidbit. Like, oh, like, what do you think of this title or thumbnail? They're like, looks great. I'm like, bitch. What the fuck does that mean?
And you, like, went in on whatever.
I'm like, annoying.
Yeah.
I'm like, really no criticism because I love criticism.
Yeah.
Like, I get off on that. Like, literally, like, with my followers, I'm like, what do you want to see next? What did you hate about this video? But that's, like, the way I improve. Like, that's just, like, you know,
like
how
constructive
I work.
criticism.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Let's cut to a break, and we'll be right back with Miss Ollie Marie. We are back.
Oh.
Guess who's back?
Hello.
Back again.
That was quick.
Ollie, I want to know, have you ever, what are your thoughts on gatekeeping connections or sharing, like, you know, your incredible network of people that you know? And because I feel like that's a thing in LA.
I think, okay, so for me, like, I won't gatekeep, like, the connections and friends. But if they're, like, giving off clout demon energy, like, I'm obviously not going to make that connection for them. Like, if they're obviously, like, have bad intentions with it.
How can you spot clout demon energy? Like, what are traits of a clout demon? What does that mean?
So a clout demon is, like, someone who, like, clearly is trying to just use someone for, like, fame, followers, money, like, whatever that they have. So, like, it doesn't even have to refer to followers. Like, they might just, like, want their connections and, like, whatever. Like, so even, like, for us, like, even before we had a channel, like, I'm sure there was a lot of people who just want to be friends with us, to befriend Alicia and Remy and, like, kind of, like, slip in there.
Ooh, tea.
Yeah. So, some of the signs, I guess, like, just, like, people love to, like, snitch on themselves. So I feel like people, like, who will literally, like, from the gate just be like, oh, we should all hang out, and they're like not even like trying to get to know you. It's like, girl, I know what you're trying to do here,
girl.
Yeah, it's like, okay, it's like you want to be friend Remy. I get it. So does the whole internet.
Yeah, so does the whole internet.
Yeah, so do I.
Yeah, honestly, same. Like, I'm still trying to build the friendship.
She loves you.
No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Remy and I are tight.
Yeah.
But, like, what else? Seriously, for someone that moves, think about little Ollie that just moved to LA.
Ollie.
And
scary.
You're trying to make connections.
Right.
And, like, you're trying to meet cool people.
Right.
How do you ask someone politely in a non-clout demon-y way? How do you ask someone to intro you to someone else that maybe could like help further your career?
Right.
Or help, because there's nothing wrong with wanting to further your career.
I completely
But how do you
agree.
do that in a non-slimy way?
I think it's all about like authenticity. Like I think like you can tell with like intention. Like if someone was like really serious about like their craft or like seem like a really real an honest person, like obviously I would love to make that connection. That's all I freaking do. But like if someone's like looking for a job or something, like, and I know something, like I always try to help. But like if it's something like stupid like that they don't need, like I'm like
Yeah. What are your thoughts on sharing like brand emails? What if I was like, hey, I'm moving, do you have the contact to Ruggable? I really want a free rug.
I would give it to you, but if I didn't have like a relationship with the brand, I would just be like, don't mention me.
Got it.
Yeah.
Like
I'd be like, you didn't get it from me, but here you go.
But
babe.
do you think it depends who it is you're giving the contacts to?
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't give it to like a random person.
Yeah.
I would have to be like good friends with you and like vouch for your content, even though you're not mentioning me.
Got it.
Yeah.
So you would want to see like the potential of
exactly.
like a good brand.
I would think in a business
thing.
way, like, would I give you a rug?
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay, good. I think that's a smart move.
Yeah.
What about how else do you spot someone that's maybe trying to clout demon you? Like, what are little traits or tips and tricks you do?
I think it's just like reading the room. Like I feel like I have such a good gauge of like people's like true intentions. Like I'm a listener. Like I'll really listen to what people are saying. Like people will tell you their intentions, even though like they're kind of like being like sneaky about it. Like they'll literally be like, oh yeah, like I wish I had a channel, or like I don't know, like you'll just like catch on to it really easily. Like I think it comes with like time and just living in a place like LA where everyone's trying to be like famous and rich. Like it's pretty apparent, like everyone's here to chase their dreams. So
yeah. How do you read a room?
I guess like body language and like definitely like looking at the person, like seeing how they move, like who they like talk to, like who they ignore, like how they treat like people who can't get them anything. Like I think for me especially, like because I didn't have a channel or anything for years, like, and I was friends with all these big influencers. I would see like how they would treat me, and I could see their intention. Like if they're being mean to me, like obviously they only like give a shit about like Remy or like Alicia or like, you know what I mean? So like it's kind of like you like how people treat like the people who can't get them anywhere says a lot, like about their character.
Yes, that's fire.
Yeah.
You have it says so much about someone, how they treat someone they just don't forking know.
Yeah.
And like AKA the valet person.
Exactly.
Your waiter. Your
even their
doorman.
Staff.
Yeah, their staff assistants.
Yep.
People like interns. Like that's the most important people that you should be nice to.
Yep.
Because one day they're gonna be like the next Bill Gates or whatever.
Exactly.
But not even because of that. It's just like I think at least I was raised to like have a high level of integrity and treat everyone the same.
Exactly.
Like,
I have a light story about this actually.
Okay, tell me.
So
do tell.
If you guys didn't know, like I work for a brand, so I do like their marketing and social media. But so we were doing an event.
Can you say the brand name?
Have you
never
the
said
Creme
it?
Shop? No,
Okay.
I have. I've said it like in like a YouTube video.
Okay, amazing. I think it's a sick brand, so
Yeah.
I think you should
It's
say
iconic. Love Creme Shop.
it. Love Creme Shop.
Before I didn't say it because I was scared like people would show up or be weird. But like I guess I'm over that.
No. I think it's cool to be able, like, think about a young maybe guy that's like his dreams to work for a beauty brand.
Yeah.
Like it's really cool to be able to like find out little tidbits about
Yeah.
working.
I love that. Thank you for that. Okay, so we were working BeautyCon, so we had a booth. We had a meet and greet with a few influencers. I'm not going to say who the influencers are, but if you really do your research, you'll be able to find
it, yeah.
Yeah, so we were at DragCon, and then this influencer was a part of Team 10, and this was like a while ago. And
wait, DragCon?
Yeah. Okay. And we were doing a meet and greet with him, and I remember so he brought like 2 videographers to record the meet and greet, and one of the videographers, like, he was just like being treated like shit, and like they were just like being mean to him.
By the talent?
Yeah, they were just kind of like paying him dust and being weird. And he was so nice to me. Like, we talked, we hit it off. That guy was Thomas, who created the Hype House a few years later. So
shut the fork up.
Yeah.
He was the videographer?
He was the videographer.
And he was getting treated like shit.
Exactly.
And now he's like, has like what, like 8 billion cars?
Exactly.
And is forking killing it.
Exactly.
I love his TikToks.
He's a good content creator.
He's really good. He's smart.
Well,
you can tell
he was working
smart.
for Jake, and then so Jake was like, hey, like, do me a favor and film this. So he was there for that.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so he would like film videos for him. So I think that's where he kind of learned.
Oh my God, I should have him on this podcast.
He's a really smart
He's very like
man.
strategic.
Yeah.
That is tea.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So, yeah, he was really nice to you.
Exactly, but
and the talent was treating him like shit?
Yeah.
Ew, I hate that.
Yeah, and then it's like, and then
you never forget that as the videographer, because I've been there, you know?
But then he went on to start the Hype House, which was even bigger than all these houses. And then, of course, that influencer wasn't a part of that. So it's like, maybe if you were a little nicer to your camera person, you could have been part of the Hype House, you know?
Yeah, that is so true.
Yeah.
I think it's really interesting from our point of view because like I feel like we dabble, like we're on the line of like, now that we have like our own like little channels,
we've seen like all the sides.
I'm curious because you're super intuitive.
Yeah.
I think I am too, but I think you're really intuitive and you're a really good listener.
Yeah.
I have 2 questions. One, how do you be a good listener?
I think like just this is kind of a hard question. Like I think like you just have to like really like pay attention to people's words, like really like absorb the information. I feel like a lot of times when people have conversation, they're just waiting for their turn to speak versus like actually absorbing the information.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's important to like really kind of like process like what they're saying. Like obviously like it doesn't have to be like deep thought, but like you know, when you're saying like, oh, like today sucked, like in my head I'm like, okay, like why did it suck? You know, like I think it's all about asking more questions and like actually giving a fuck, because people are so self-serving. A lot of people like get stuck in like living in their own world rather than like thinking about other people. And I think like when you're a good listener, like you're actually caring, but that also becomes very draining. So I think like you have to also set boundaries. You can't be that for every single person, you know?
Yeah. Question when it comes to listening, because I'm doing this right now.
Yeah.
I'm trying to listen to you, and I also have my second question in my head.
No, that's fine.
Right?
Yeah.
Wait.
But you're a good multitasker.
No, but how do I not distract myself?
Yeah.
With my second question.
Yeah.
Like, because I want to be present with you.
Yeah.
How do you do that? Do you ever like come with that? Like, does that ever happen to you?
I think like in my mind, like I'll think of like kind of what I'm gonna say next, but like it's kind of like a fleeting like thought like in the back. So like even like when we're talking now, like obviously this is gonna be cut and edited, but like I'll take like pauses to like think for a second, and then it'll come to me.
Yeah.
So like that's why like sometimes like it might be a little slower to do a pod with me, but like I'm actually paying attention.
Totally.
Yeah.
I think also I find myself using filler words.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah. Me and my videos.
yeah, that we all cut out. But things like that, because we're so afraid of a little bit of silence in our life, that, and I think that's a good listener and a great conversation has those awkward silence moments, because you kind of need to marinate on the person's thought to like rebuttal or, you know, come up with another thing. So anyway, I just think.
Or drag them.
I think listening's a very unique and awesome and underrated skill.
Yeah. I agree.
Okay, back to my second question.
Yeah.
Let me pull that out of the back of my head.
Yeah, you're like fleeting thought.
Yeah. Cutting back to you being an intuitive person. I'm just curious, selfishly.
Okay.
When you first met me, did you ever think I like served Clout Demon vibes?
100% no.
Really?
Yes, and it's so funny because like I'm sure like when
Why?
you first like started your channel or whatever, people were like, "Oh, you're clout chasing." It's like
I
never
get the casual like, you just use Alicia.
Yeah, exactly.
Ashley and I both get it.
Yeah, like it's just like, and then also Ashley's her sister. Like that doesn't.
I know.
That doesn't even make sense.
They would not be relevant.
I mean, like even for me, like I'm sure like people in my videos are like, "Oh my god, like he's clout chasing over a man, Elisha." It's like, babes, I've been friends with him for 6 years. Like if I wanted to clout chase, it would have happened day one. Like clout chasers here are not sneaky.
I don't even think it's really that too, though. I think like YouTube is so hard that like if it were just to use someone, like I would not be doing it.
Exactly.
Like YouTube is so hard. Like I'm not trying to.
I mean, like even like look at our friends.
Process.
Like they've had friends who've started channels and it didn't really take off much. Like it takes a lot of work to actually like make your channel take off,
or even just to upload weekly.
Exactly. Like it's a lot of work, and like
especially when you have a full-time job.
Exactly. Wait, what was the original question? I feel like I got off topic.
No, it's okay. I kind of went off topic too.
Yeah.
It was. Did you ever think I was clout demon-y?
I didn't think you were clout demon-y at all because you were like always like authentic from day one, like since I met you. Like even like just like the way you speak and
what do you mean? Elaborate.
You just seem like real, and I feel like that's why like people gravitate and follow you. Like
you can roast me
from like the Midwest, right? Midwest. Mm-hmm. Okay, just making sure.
He's like, where is that?
Some flyover state.
Yeah,
I'm just kidding.
Bible Belt.
I'm literally from Florida, so that that does a lot. But I don't know, like just something about you just was really real. Like, I mean, the thing is, like Alicia has had other employees that were just kind of like, I don't know, just like unusual vibes. Like I didn't really click with them, but I feel like with you, like I definitely clicked with you. Like, and also like you've never like made your intentions like unknown. Like when you wanted to start a channel, like you approached it, like you were like, oh, I want to start a channel. Like you weren't like weird about it. Also, another thing, like I feel like people don't realize about us is like oops, not me hitting the mic and being a mess. Like it was also an idea that was brought to us like by our friends. Like we were very like behind the scenes people. Like for me, like I started my channel because I got laid off of my job during COVID. And then like with you, it was like Alicia's like, oh, you're so good at this. Like you should vlog more. Like this is so interesting. Yeah. People would love to see this shit, you know? And they're passionate about it. And they also like, you know, shared us on their platform, which was great. Yeah. And like really nice of them. And it's like it's not really clout chasing if like they're your friends and they want to share. You know? So I feel like there's a big difference between like your friend sharing you versus like you collabing with someone and then never talking to them and then going to the next person and the next person. Totally. Like that to me is clout chasing.
Transactional.
Where it's like we literally have had this relationship with these people for years, you know? And then we started.
I guess I want to ask more detailed, like do you, like you said that you didn't get that vibe from me, right? Yeah. The clout demon-y vibe. But I'm thinking someone that wants to like make big connections and wants to further their career. How do they approach a room with a non-clout demon-y vibe? Like what was something that you felt like yourself did or myself did? What was something that you thought you did or I did that just like didn't serve? Because clearly we used our resources wisely. Right. But how do you not cross that line of coming off as too cloudy or transactional or just weird?
I think like just making like that authentic relationship with the person and like actually
off camera?
Caring. Yeah. Because like the thing is like the best collabs and stuff are with people that you are actually friends with in real life and like actually give a fuck about. So I think like a lot of people like miss the mark with that. Like they think like, oh, like I'll collab with this person with like 1 million followers and like I'll get so many followers and people will care. It's like if you're lucky, you might get 1,000 followers. Like if you're lucky. And then it's like also like people don't really give a shit because you're not really friends with them. So they're like, oh, okay, like it's just a collab. You know what I mean? And like people need to like think like even like in like real life, like you want to make like cool shit with your friends. Like and you also want to support your friends. So it's like if I were a person who like wanted to make like big connections, whatever, like I would find someone's content like that I genuinely like and like approach them with like them knowing like that you like their content. And if that relationship builds, it builds. If it doesn't, like It doesn't. And, you know, bigger influencers, they have to be guarded.
Yeah.
Like Alicia is very guarded with who she keeps, you know, in her circle and who she talks to, who she collaborates with. So I think even for me, like, knowing Alicia for so many years and her, like, right off the jump, just, like, trusting you and liking you, like, she doesn't do that to just everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She doesn't. It's weird.
Yeah. But with you, she was like, I love her. So it's like, I knew. And I feel like Alicia is, like, one of the most, like, discerning people that, like, immediately know if someone's a clout demon. Like, she'll know, like,
she's
this.
so good at it.
And, like, it's so crazy.
Remy and I are a little...
Yes. Like, Remy...
things go over us sometimes.
Literally, like, Remy will bring in friends. And, like, because Remy's so nice. And, like, people love to take advantage of,
but
like,
same
nice,
with, I think
sweet
it's
people.
Same with, not to interrupt, but, like, Remy and I both are very extroverted, like, outgoing people. So we're just like, the more the merrier. Yeah, the more the merrier. And I think sometimes we just don't, like, see through. It's not that we aren't intuitive or like are dumb.
You see the world through rose-colored glasses.
Which sometimes I think both, like, types of people are a blessing and a curse.
Exactly.
Sometimes you guys don't let in people that should be let in.
Exactly.
You know?
100%.
And vice versa. Sometimes we let too many people in.
Exactly.
So I think it's like finding a fine line.
Exactly. And it's, like, funny because, like, Remy will bring in people and then, like, I'll immediately see it. But I'll pause myself because, you know, it's her life, it's her friendships. Like, I'm not going to judge this person, but I'm wary of them. Alicia doesn't even speak to them.
But
she doesn't even try.
But I'm there in the background being like, hey, I think it actually would be a good idea to maybe, like, at lunch. Or, you know, maybe I'll do the lunch first.
You'll do the digging.
Out, and then, you know, whatever. Or, like...
Me, I just feel it in my gut. I'm like, oh, no, not this.
That's hilarious. I think that's why probably you and Remy get along so well. And Alicia and I get along so well. Because, like, we're kind of, like,
the
yin
opposite,
and yang.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Because me and Alicia are a lot similar in, like, the business and mind sense. And then me and Remy are similar in, like, the friend, like, we really mesh, like, yin and yang.
Yeah, exactly. Remy and I are like, if we were on a trip together, it would be like, yoo-hoo, fun out the wazoo. Alicia and I are very together. We're, like, very business minded.
Exactly.
That's where my, like, inner white Chad comes out. Like, I'm like, business.
Yeah, like,
finance.
People always ask me, like, what the difference of my friendship with, like, Alicia and Remy. Like, I feel like if I stay at Alicia's house, I have 12 videos done. Like, I have an Instagram post. I'm active again on every social media. I've grown, like, 5,000 followers in 5 minutes. And then, like, when I'm at Remy's, like, she's, like, cooking for me. She's taking care of me.
It feels like you're at Disney.
She's literally, like, she's, like, let it, like, I'm playing with dogs. Like, I'm getting fed, like, 5-star meals.
You got, like,
and,
8 gifts.
We're watching yes, like, getting PR
it's
from
like,
her.
Literally, it's so fun. Yeah. There's, like, a candy drawer.
Exactly. Like, she has, like, a robe for you.
So much.
Slippers. Yeah. Embroidered.
Bathing suit. Like, everything.
Yeah, there's, like, a spa day. There's an itinerary.
Yeah, exactly. Let's cut to a quick break.
I love breaks.
And then we are going to come back with some juicy poll questions with Oli.
Period.
Woo. All right, we are back.
Oh. These commercial breaks aren't as long as you think, everyone.
No. And we're going to do some poll questions.
Okay.
I have a few here, and then I want to go to my Instagram and ask you a few that, like, did well on it, you know.
Okay.
They did really well.
Okay.
I'm really famous on Instagram.
Yeah, you're so famous. So famous.
Okay, first one is a tough one for you.
Oh, God.
Crystals or candles?
Crystals.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm going candles.
Like spiritual candles or like Bath and Body Works candles?
I was thinking like spiritual.
Okay. Yeah, crystals for sure.
But like I'm down for a Bath and Body Works.
Yeah.
Actually, I am a hoe for a wine wicks candle. Have you ever had one?
No, but I always see them on your story. I'm like,
wait, I would love to give you one.
Please.
Yeah. So Wine Wicks is one of my favorite candle companies, and it's because one, they're from the Midwest. It's a small business, and I'm obsessed with Midwest small businesses. But two, it's literally like from wine and beer bottles. Yeah. They like smash it and the candles in it, so it's like sustainable.
I'm like, how do they not shatter
I'm sure they have one of the, you know, when like David Dobrik gets that like really hot knife and he like, I think it's one of those.
Cool.
Yeah.
I would love to see them make it.
Uh-huh.
That would be a good TikTok for them.
Yes, that would be such a good TikTok. They should do that, Wine-Wix. But I would love to give you
one. You're welcome for the free marketing advice.
So your crystals, why?
Crystals, I think they're beautiful. They come from the earth. They're pretty to look at. Candles, you kind of just burn it and it's gone.
Wait, but like there's no way like the crystal I buy at like the shop is like literally from the ground.
What do you mean?
Is it? Like my rose quartz?
Yeah, it's from the earth.
But like is it actually?
Where do you think it comes from?
I just think they like no, I just think they like made it.
No, they don't make it. They get it from the earth, babe.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah, they like mine it.
But
They like dig it out.
No, but like the LA stores, I'm like, they make these.
No.
Shut up.
Yeah. It's real.
I'm like, there's no way this is real.
You're like, there's so many fake things in LA. I just assume
everyone's fake. Like everyone's face is fake.
Well, it's true.
Yeah. Okay. Are we sure?
Yeah. No, we're sure. I mean, there's some sketchy shops. I
don't trust anything.
Yeah. The Spellbound Sky is authentic.
Spellbound.
Yeah.
Is?
I don't know about the others.
T.
Yeah.
T. The Spellbound owner definitely gives share.
I love him.
He's giving share.
They're fucking iconic.
Yeah, they are iconic. Yeah. So maybe we can do an episode on my Vlogmas where I sage the place.
Ooh, yes.
Because I want to do that with you.
Yes.
Because you're like the crystal king.
Yeah, I'm the witch of the group.
Yeah, you are. Okay, vlog or concept video?
Oh my God, this is hard.
So for those of you that don't understand what we're saying, vlog is like
what the hell?
Vlog is like a work week in my life, or you know, just like you coming along to my like day in LA. Concept video is more like a what's in my bag. You know, get ready with me for a date, like a more of a sit down conceptual, like how I moved across the country and made it in LA. Like that would be a concept video.
Would Emma's videos be considered a vlog or a concept?
So this is the tea with Emma. Her videos are all vlogs, but she titles them like they're concept videos, which is why they get so many views. Okay. I mean, obviously it's Emma. She can literally
do whatever she wants.
She can like title it poop and it'll do well, which she like actually would.
Yeah.
But that's she made vlogging
mainstream. Yeah.
Yeah. She made vlogging a main channel video.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
I agree. I would say vlogs because it's way more authentic. And I feel like concept videos, yes, they're good, but I feel like there's a value in getting to know a creator with long form content.
Agreed. I am going to go vlog, but I actually take that back. I think Casey Neistat paved the way for making vlogs main channel videos.
Oh my God. So good.
I remember there's this one, if you haven't watched it, you guys need to watch it. Casey Neistat like vlogged for years, daily vlogs. He like invented it basically. Mm-hmm. And then he titled one called Fat and Lazy. Have you listened?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. My favorite video on YouTube. And basically he like shows out of 24 hours with dominoes, like using a different color per hour. He shows like what he does throughout the day and how he utilizes each hour of the day. And it essentially was a vlog. That like literal 2 minutes of the video where he shows the dominoes was like in relation to the title.
Right.
But he made vlogging like main channel videos, and that's one of my favorite videos on YouTube. You should definitely watch.
He took like documentary style and put it on like the platform, I feel like.
Yeah. But his are like movies.
Yeah.
So I need to go back and watch for inspo.
Yeah.
For Vlogmas. Okay. Remy or Alicia?
Oh, girl. I ain't answering that shit.
I thought you would for sure go Remy.
I'm not. They're both my babies.
You're not going to answer?
Yeah, I can't pick.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm not going to
I'm obviously going to choose Alicia.
Remy, remember that.
I love Remy, but like I have to go Alicia. She pays me.
Well, neither of them pay me, so this is fine.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true. No, I just like, you know how I put Cal against an air fryer? For Remy. I was like, Remy, Cal, or an air fryer.
What did she pick?
She was like, she had to pick Cal, but she was like, that's really hard.
Yeah. I can't pick.
You can't pick?
No, I can't. I love them.
Boo.
I'm sorry. I just love them.
Now everyone's going to be like, wow, TK, you're such an asshole.
No, she's not. It was a good question.
I love Remy, but I have to go. Alicia's my girl.
Yeah. I mean, I've known Remy longer. I don't know if that counts.
Yeah, I thought you were for sure gonna go. You're Miss Ollie Ashton.
Yeah, I miss Oli Ashton for sure.
Okay, you go, Remy. I'm going Alicia.
Okay.
Okay, Gucci or I don't know if this is a good comparison. Chrome Hearts or like Prada. What do I put it against?
I think Prada.
Okay, Prada or Gucci?
Definitely Prada. More edgy.
Really?
Actually, I don't know because Gucci's just so cool.
You're such a Gucci king.
Yeah. Okay, maybe Gucci. I take it back. I'll say Gucci because their campaigns are just so cool.
Agreed.
Like
I cannot
Miley.
wait. I can't wait for House of Gucci.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. 100% Gucci. Their marketing is top tier.
Yeah.
Their designs top tier.
So good. I'm gonna go.
I don't know why I said Prada.
No. I think you're a Gucci king, and I love Gucci
I like
too.
both. Remy or Alicia.
Yeah.
Prada.
I'm gonna go Prada because I love how like classic and almost like country club girl summer Prada is.
Right. It's
so
cool. It's sophisticated.
Yeah.
It's my mom's favorite brand.
What?
Prada. Yeah.
I think it's my mom. My mom likes. Every bitch loves Chanel.
Yeah.
My mom loves Chanel, Prada, and
Kelly King.
I also the King girlies love Ralph Lauren.
No offense, I'm obsessed with your mom.
Really?
Yeah, like she needs to be on the pod.
No offense, she's obsessed with you.
I want to be her when I grow up.
I wish she lived here.
Same. I hope
we would
she's
hang out with her
watching.
all the time.
I think I genuinely would. Like, you would literally like see on my story like me getting lunch with her, and then you'd be like, "What the hell?"
No, like actually, do I make a lot more sense now that you've met my mom?
No, I have you figured out.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I understand you.
Yeah.
I think I understood you more when I met your brother.
Really?
Yeah.
Like what?
Just like how like I don't know, like you're kind of tomboyish. Like you're like a guy's gal.
Really?
Yeah.
But I
like,
don't want to sound pick me on here.
You're not a
I'm like,
pick-me.
I like guys.
You're like sporty and like cool. And like I'm not.
Wait, no, seriously, what about Phil made you understand me more?
I think just like how you grew up and like how important family is to you and
really?
just like the vibes, like, and then like how like almost like sports is like this like bonding culture in your family.
Yeah.
You know? It was just like interesting to see that.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Dad bod or rad bod?
Rad bod, obviously.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go rad bod too, but like
as Nicki Minaj said, I hate lazy people. Me, as I literally don't have a rad bod.
Wait, speaking of, that's actually hilarious. I came up with a poll: Gaga or Nicki?
Gaga. She
I'm going
paved the
Gaga.
way. I love Nicki Minaj though. I 100% am a bar, but I like literally like my MySpace URL was like Ollie Monster or something.
So this is gonna sound so ridiculous.
I'm scared.
One year, my family went skiing.
Uh-huh.
And I accidentally was with my dad, and we accidentally ended up like I was young. I was probably in like 7th grade.
Uh-huh.
So I was doing like greens, blues. Like
Yeah.
I was not doing black diamonds, right? I'm like from Indiana. It's not
I
like
have
I'm
no
skiing
idea what
every
any
weekend.
of that means.
Black diamond means like that's like the hardest
Yeah.
like ski route.
Okay.
So there's like it's just like straight down like hella hills. Like it's just greens are the easiest.
Yeah.
Blues are like middle tier. So anyway, we ended up accidentally at a black diamond.
Okay.
And I'm like in like 7th grade. And
Right.
I'm like, I can't go down this. I'm screaming, crying, throwing up, right?
Puking.
Screaming, crying, throwing up.
Yeah.
Long story short, my dad's like, I was such a big Lady Gaga fan. And I'm like freaking out. I'm like, I can't go down this. And we're on the mountains. Like, how am I going to get down other than me skiing down?
This is I'm already
And my dad is
prepared.
trying to do everything, pull everything out of his ass to like get me down this mountain, right?
I'm going to scream. I feel like coming.
And he's like, he's trying to pull everything out. He's like, what's funny about, I think I'm realizing as I'm an adult,
Right.
when you're an adult and you're trying to like bribe your kids with, you pull shit out of the
Ridiculous
wazoo
things,
because
yeah.
like you just don't want them to have a temper tantrum in the grocery store or whatever. So I'm like on the verge of having a temper tantrum because I'm freaking out. I'm so scared. Like obviously my dad didn't mean to like take us down this black diamond, whatever. And long story short, he's like, if you get down this mountain, I'll get us tickets to Lady Gaga.
Did you go?
And I went down and I never got tickets. So I'm like still waiting
and
for my
this is why
tickets
you don't trust
from Lady
men.
Gaga, Dad. Yeah.
Men are
liars.
liars.
So funny. But like I was just that obsessed, and like Gaga got me down that mountain.
He taught you a good lesson.
Yeah.
Men will always disappoint you.
No, honestly, like I just don't think she toured in Indiana. I don't think Indiana was like a pit stop.
They said no meat dress in Indiana, babe.
I was her number one fan there, and that just wasn't enough.
Yeah.
So yeah, I love Gaga. Okay, Kim or Kanye?
Kim, obviously.
Kim, 100%.
100%.
Do you actually like seeing people's Spotify raps?
I do because I feel like I understand it better.
I do too. I love watching, like seeing what my crush listens to.
Oh my God, yeah. And then I'm like, let me add this.
Do you have a crush right now?
I have multiple crushes at all times.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same. Hugs or cuddles?
Cuddles.
I'm definitely a cuddles person
Yeah.
too. Believe
Hugs
it or
are not intimate. I need to be held.
Cuddles for sure, but I don't like cuddling with like just randos.
TK cuddles me and Alicia.
No, I
Fun
don't.
fact.
I don't like that.
No, she loves it.
No. I like
I have
cuddling
video
hot
evidence.
men.
Like me and Alicia.
I don't really like physical touch with just like
Yeah.
not that you guys are random, but
Yeah.
like I don't know, I'm just not a physical touch person. Like
Yeah.
it makes me a little uncomfy.
That's so funny.
Really?
It's so funny to me.
Don't-
You and Remy.
Yeah. Remy and I are like, we'll sit on the opposite side of the couch.
Yeah.
You and Remy, or you and Alicia like to cuddle.
Yeah, we hold each other down.
Okay, that's it for the polls.
Okay, polls are fucking over.
Polls are over. Okay, I want to talk a little bit about a few things.
Oh.
Sorry. First thing I want to talk about is we have Vlogmas coming up.
Yes. Oh my God.
Do you want to explain to the viewers what Vlogmas is?
Vlogmas is 31 days of pure suffering for every creator that does it. Basically, you kind of sign your life away to the Vlogmas gods for 31 days, and you're
No, like literally, there's a contract.
exactly like you have to sign it in blood. And Alicia Marie like comes in and she collects the contracts like November 31st.
Wait, we should do that as a bit for a vlog, like us signing the contract.
I would. I'm scared to break it.
And then we should have a bet. Like, if you don't finish Vlogmas, I need this because otherwise I won't finish.
Yeah.
We should have a bet. If you don't finish, you have to like pay or like take someone out, take us all out to dinner, like something funny.
Yeah.
We should do that.
Yeah. No,
Okay.
I love that.
Because then I'm like, I'll actually fucking vlog and upload.
Exactly. So basically, like, you vlog every day in December. I think it's lifestyle people only. Like, I don't see other creators doing
Well,
it.
Bryce Hall did it.
Oh, well, he's lifestyle.
Yeah,
I
he
would say
is.
so.
But like, I'm just saying, like, he's not the typical lifestyle girly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he's mullet daddy now, so.
Yeah. He is mullet. He is mullet.
Isn't that like his brand?
Yeah, I kind of dig the mullet.
I like the mullets.
Yeah.
What's so weird is, like, I remember, like, when I was in Florida, like, people had mullets, and I thought they were revolting. And then all these, like, hot TikTokers are getting, I'm like.
I think Bryce pulls it off.
He looks good, but it fits his, like, personality.
It does fit his personality.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Vlogmas is for lifestyle people.
Yes, lifestyle creators. Yeah.
And you vlog every day.
You vlog every day.
And you have to upload every day.
You also have to, like, think of a thumbnail, also edit, and not cry every day.
Yeah. It's every day, bro.
It's everyday, bro. It's
That
it's
Disney
crazy.
Channel flow.
I think it's extra hard for people like us that have a 9 to 5.
Uh-huh.
So there's double the suffering.
How do you do it, having a 9 to 5? How do you
Like
manage?
Vlogmas?
Yeah. Like, actually, dead ass, how did you get through last year? Because as soon as I got home, I was like, I'm done.
I think, like,
I was burnt out.
I really enjoy, like, the process of, like, creating videos, like, and also, like, it's not, like, how do I explain this? Like, I'm not making, like, concept videos every day. Like, I'm just, like, sharing what I'm doing. And, like, obviously, I'll have to, like, kind of force myself to do something to, like, vlog it, if that makes sense. Like, if I'm, like, making, like, a gingerbread house or whatever, or, like, going outside to eat or whatever. Because usually, like, this is going to sound weird, but, like, usually in December, like, I would usually get pretty depressed because, like, it gets so dark early, whatever, and I'll just, like, not want to do anything.
Uh-huh.
I feel like Vlogmas kind of, like, forces me to, like, actually do something.
And enjoy it. Yeah.
Exactly. But in terms of 9 to 5, like, before I didn't share my job at all. And I feel like this Vlogmas will be a little different because I am going to try to, like, vlog a little more at work during, like, my work days or whatever.
Yeah.
But last year, I think I took, like, my vacation days, like, the last 2 weeks of Vlogmas. But the first 2 weeks of Vlogmas were really hard with like work and whatever.
So hard.
I would just like I think the first week I stayed with Alicia, and then I would get home like her house at like 5, and then I would literally start my vlog at 5.
Yeah, me.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And I think that's just like you just got to do it. Like if you like have like a vision like and you're, you know, dedicated, like you're going to do it. If you're not about it, you're not going to be able to do it, if that makes sense.
I think also on a more logistical note, people do Vlogmas. It originated as a fun, like, girly pop thing. Then people realize, holy shit, it's fourth quarter. I'm making bank from these ads.
It's lucrative.
On my Vlogmas.
Yeah.
It's because fourth quarter, everyone has their end of the year advertising budget that they throw at, like, internet ads. So that's another plus.
Exactly. Like, the AdSense on videos are, like, absurdly high. So
YouTubers are very business oriented.
Yeah, so you're like, like, they just left me and want to produce content. It's like, no, they're doing it for a check. We're doing it because it's fun, but most people do it for a check.
And a little both. It's an added plus.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I want to talk about manifesting.
Ooh, okay. You want to talk about witch things?
Yeah. Well, whatever. How do you manifest?
An honorary witch right now.
How do you manifest?
And like, in what way? Like if you're trying to get like a job or like.
So, Oli, let's say I am a new LA resident.
Yeah. Okay.
And my dream job is to work for Warner Brothers. And I have no connections. Okay. No, nothing in my name. I don't have shit. Right?
Yeah, you're just existing.
How do I manifest that job?
Ooh, okay. That's a good one. So, in the spiritual aspect, you're going to want to write it down. Present tense. You're like, I am working for Warner Brothers, blah, 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 blah. Visualize, meditate, get a crystal, light a candle.
Sorry, I have to interrupt you.
Yeah, we're getting
What do you mean, write it down? Like, write it down as a list? Does it matter how you write it down? Does it need to be a paragraph visualizing it? I want specifics.
You can keep it as complicated or as simple as possible, whatever, like, gets your brain going. Like, I personally like pen to paper. So I'll write like I am blank or I blah, blah, blah.
I am an employee at Warner Brothers.
Exactly.
Got it.
So it's going to be completely present tense, and then you're going to want to meditate and focus on it. So this is the spiritual aspect of it. So, you know, your mind kind of creates your reality. And even from like a scientific standpoint, if you don't believe in it, when you're focusing something with your mind, your brain will start to give you examples of something being true. Like, let's just say you wanted to see like a heart. So in your mind, you're like, okay, like I want to see a sign of a heart. And then you go out your day, whatever, and then you see like a graffiti on the floor of a heart or something. It's because your brain starts giving you this, like it starts organizing things in your mind to kind of give you proof of like something that exists.
Is it kind of the same thing like when someone tells you about a car and then you start seeing the car everywhere? Okay. Or someone like, I've never heard that name before, and now that you know it, you're aware when you hear
hearing it so much and seeing it so much.
Okay.
So when you do that, like your brain kind of gets this like dopamine hit. So it's like so important like to not have like negative self-talk and stuff, because if you're like, oh, I'm a slob and I'm so disgusting and whatever, your brain will continuously feed you evidence of this. And it's like from a spiritual aspect, like you kind of want to like list out what you want and kind of like visualize your life of how you want it. But that being said, okay, like now that you've done the spiritual work, it's like you're going to have to network. You're going to have to go outside. You're not going to get an email from Warner Brothers.
Like randomly the next day.
Because you're just like, you know, just existing in LA. You're not going to get a random email. So what you're going to do is you're going to go out. You're going to go to parties. I'm sure you're going to meet people. You're going to meet people at school. You land an internship. It's a shitty internship. You're like, oh, like, what is this? Like, you have to take every opportunity that comes to you. Like, kind of like how we were talking back on our old pod, like, God winks. Like, you're like, like, weird. Like, I just got this random job offer. Like, what is this? Like, you kind of have to listen to the cues of the universe.
Well, God wink.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So then, okay, you get this internship. It's a shitty internship. You're like, what the fuck? This isn't what I manifested. Your coworker leaves, whatever. 3 months later, you find out they're working for Warner Brothers and they're looking for an intern. There you go. Like, it's just, like, weird how things work. Like, every single job I've had in LA, like, I've genuinely manifested. Like, every single one. And, like, just, like, everything. Like, if I really want something, like, I'll put in, like, the spiritual and physical work to get there. And people also have to remember there's, like, a process. Like, like, I mean, sometimes when you're manifesting, like, you'll literally be handed it like this. But sometimes there's a journey to that destination, and you're the person kind of blocking that if you're not having, like, an open mind. Like, especially with the job thing. Like, you might be working a shitty job, but then it's, like, through networking, you might meet someone. Or, like, let's just say, like, your job starts working with Warner Brothers, and then you network there, and then you're like, hey, I'd be interested in your company. So I think it's just stuff like that. Does that make sense?
Yeah, totally.
Okay.
I think that I think the way we grew up was like, oh, you graduate college, then you get your dream Warner Brothers job, right? And I think what I've learned about at least the entertainment industry and in LA, and just actually, I don't think that it's just the entertainment industry. What I've learned is that instead of going from point A to point B, you actually can kind of go to point F.
Yeah.
And then laterally move to that position.
I completely
instead
agree.
of going like from point A to point B, like straight there. You can kind of like go take the unwritten path.
Exactly.
Or you know what I mean? Like you can take the non-traditional road to get there
agree.
Instead of taking the freeway.
I feel like especially like in LA, like that is notoriously true.
Yeah.
Like just networking,
Take
whatever.
the back road.
Exactly. Like for example, like even when our friends, like so many people, you know, they want your job specifically. Like they want to work for like a big influencer or whatever. And it's like, it's all about networking. Like for example, like let's just say like Lauren asks you for someone and then you're like, oh, I know a girl. And then it's like, she might not necessarily have credentials that a normal college person would look at, but like her work, her Instagram, her editing's fire.
Yeah.
And you vouch for her, and then Lauren hires her. And that's like the F to, you know, versus like her going to college studying digital media. And then, you know what I mean? It's like sometimes there is different routes. And like also like asking, like a lot of people don't fucking ask. Like you have to ask to get fed.
It's a no unless you ask.
Exactly. And like people love helping people, like in a weird way, especially like business people. Like maybe not so much influencers, but like business people. Like if you want, like your dream is to work at their company, like they get wet from that. Like,
but also
you know,
good, successful, confident, and secure influencers want to help others.
Exactly. Yeah.
Secure people want to help others.
I mean, like, let's just say, like, you see an influencer in the street. Like, let's just say, like, you see Emma Chamberlain in the street, and you're like, hey, collab with me. It's not going to happen, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
well, also, just be realistic. Have a brain.
Exactly.
Like,
be realistic.
That's weird. She doesn't know you.
Exactly.
You know?
Like, I think, like,
Don't be
people
weird.
just need to, like, focus more, I guess. Like, and also, like, people kind of like put themselves in this like victim mentality. Like they're like, oh my god, what if it doesn't work out, and what if I didn't? It's like, what if it does work out? What what if your dreams come true, you know? But yeah.
I love that. I love that. Regarding manifesting, you were talking to me the other day about how I think it was the Mel Robbins podcast about manifesting the hard times or the tough times.
Yeah.
And I forking love that. I want you to elaborate on that. But on top of that, have you ever manifested like your journey? Like, I guess right now I'm like listening to this and you're making me want to, okay, let's say my dream is to get like Reese Witherspoon on this podcast, right?
Right.
Which like it is.
Yeah.
Would it be helpful or smart of me to write down a list of maybe ways I could realistically maybe make that happen?
Yeah. I think like even
because I've
like
never really done that. The journey.
Yeah. I think the
journey
could be interesting. It's like I'm gonna meet Reese Witherspoon's publicist, or I'm gonna, you know, network here, or I'm gonna work with her brand. Maybe that's how you make the connection. Like there's different avenues, and I think like people need to also like realistically think. In that podcast, this guy was saying like he really wanted to finish a marathon. So she was giving him the suggestion of also visualizing the pain of his blister popping, his shoe falling apart, it raining on him, but just pushing through it and making it to the finish line. Because people also forget to think of the journey. And, you know, when you're manifesting stuff and you're being a boss, like, it's going to be hard.
Yeah.
There's going to be hard times.
Manifesting the tough times. You don't want to do it.
Exactly. But there are going to be hard times, and it's going to be worth it at the end. But you're only looking at the end. You're not looking at the journey. So I think that also is important, especially if you're a person that, like, gives up easily. So it's, like, it's going to be tough. Like, even now, like, for us with our channels, like, it's a lot of hard work balancing. You know what I mean? But it's going to be worth it in the end, if that makes sense.
I think even visualizing, like, I don't know why this is coming to me right now, but I'm like, okay, I'm visualizing right now.
Yeah.
I should make what is it called? A web graph?
Yeah.
Where it's like Reese Witherspoon on Making Moves. Have that in the circle, in the middle. Yeah. And then add a bunch of little branches off the circle that are like, actual realistic ways that could potentially happen.
Exactly.
So 1, maybe meet at an event.
Right.
2, land one of her friends on here first.
Yeah.
3, cold call, email, DM, whatever. 4, like, what are actual realistic ways this could potentially happen? She sees this on TikTok.
Exactly.
Whatever. And then would that be like a good way to like maybe visualize some things?
What you're kind of describing is vision boarding, which is a really popular method. So yes, like
I want to do that now.
Yeah, I think like even like the thing is like the universe works in like really interesting ways. Like she might literally her kid might like your content.
Oh yeah.
Like you never know, and then like they might be listening to this podcast and be like, "Mom." Like, you know, like,
Mom.
Yeah, they're like, I think they like you.
That happens to YouTubers all the time. It's so funny.
It's just crazy.
Okay, let's do one for fun before we wrap this up.
Okay.
Let's do one.
I love this game.
Let's imagine us hitting 1 million subscribers on YouTube, right?
Okay.
So first of all, quick question. Is there such thing as a too big of a goal?
Hell no.
Okay. So let's do 1 million.
Okay.
And let's add branches of how that could realistically happen. Let's just throw them out there.
Okay.
1 could be viral video.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Next one. Keep
collaboration with someone like really big that's like outside of our group.
Consistency. Weekly uploads.
Better quality videos, like just in general, like more creativity, like better content.
Yeah.
Just in general, like just more
maybe more concept videos. Concept videos. What about like another platform really blows you up, and then you also they love
even
you
like
so much.
TikTok.
Yeah, so like a TikTok, maybe the podcast channel blows up, and people want to subscribe to the main channel. What are other things? Let's be creative here.
Let's see. Everyone's channel gets deleted except ours.
What about the algorithm?
Yeah, the algorithm.
The algorithm fucking loves you.
Yeah, the algorithm is obsessed.
What about for me? What about I suddenly have a little bit more time on my hands and I can upload more?
Exactly.
What about you move or like a big life change happens that people fall in love with?
Exactly.
What if
like you get married?
What if I become real life friends with
Reese Witherspoon?
Yeah. Who just like wants to be on my channel all the time.
Reese and Tay.
Reese and Tay vlog. Hey guys, welcome back to another Reese and Tay vlog. I'm manifesting it. That would be so sick.
That would be so fun. Like, what would even happen in the video?
What if a brand really sees the potential in you?
Yeah, like James with CoverGirl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like, what if like Kylie
loves your content,
wants me to be the next lip person, and it's like that's so interesting to watch the behind the scenes of being a Kylie Jenner lip model or something.
Even like how like you do like Skims review or whatever. It's like, what if Kim repost it?
Yeah.
And links.
Yeah. What about you? What's more specific to you?
I think for me, definitely like creativity, consistency, even though I am consistent once a week. But obviously, like, if you really want to grow, you're going to have to post a lot more.
I think even work, like, you need to do more, like, work week in my life.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I think more realistic, like, less concept-y, like, more, like, you're so strategic and smart, and same with myself. Like, sometimes I feel like my strategy side overpowers just, like, what I genuinely think is cool.
Exactly. And I think for me, I have, like even though, like, my channel is, like, pretty vulnerable, I have a hard time, like, disclosing.
Yeah,
like
low-key same sometimes.
And like I like have trouble with like even like I didn't even want to say where I worked or whatever just because like I was like, oh, I kind of want to keep it private. But then I was like, this is something like people go to college for, like people actually want to do. Because, like, not everyone cares about being, like, an influencer or vlogger or whatever. And it's, like, it's something realistic and tangible. Same with your job. Like, it's something they can actually do, which they might not even think, like, this is a lane that they can go in. Which
we
I think
struggle.
is cool.
I think we let what we think would do well overpower what we want to do.
And then also, like, we also think it's boring when it's not. Like your day-to-day, like, you're like, oh, this is so boring. But, like, to me, it's like, what the hell?
What about that as a branch, like, finally becoming vulnerable and real about, or making content that I actually want, and then that's what actually hits for people.
Yeah.
Instead of what I think will do well.
Yeah. I think that's a better branch.
What if the branch is like...
What if the branches fall on your head?
Like brand new style
of content.
Content. Brand new
like
style of titling and thumbnails.
Yeah.
That's never been like on the platform before.
Exactly.
What if it goes viral on Barstool? What if it's I don't know. I like this game.
You love this game.
I know.
Because you're actively manifesting. You're putting it out there.
Yeah.
Putting it in the mic, it's going out there.
Period. What if it's I start a business venture that I gain credibility and respect from, and people start becoming so invested in that they become invested in me and want to subscribe to my YouTube channel?
There's so many ways, but yet people are scared to even start.
One last question, Ollie. What are you doing to make moves right now in your life?
Ooh, that's such a good question. Oh, I love it. Oh my God. Okay.
I want to know, like, personally, what are you doing to make moves? And, like, in a work setting, what are you doing to make moves?
Okay. I need, like, a second to think about this because this is such a good question.
Take your time.
Okay. So, like, making moves, like...
Do you want me to go first?
Yeah.
Okay. So, right now, I am feeling a future big pivot.
Ooh, okay.
I feel it. I'm on the cusp of it.
You're being turned.
I have a few big changes that are about to happen in my life.
Huge changes. I might know some.
So I am right now trying to take action. I think it was Tinks that said this.
Yeah.
She said, someone was like, when's the best time to leave a party? And she said, right before you think it's time to go.
Yep.
And I completely agree. I thought that was genius. And you know when you like feel like something's about to, like you're about to pull the plug on something, or you're about to make a change, or you're about to ask for something, right? You've been wanting it for a long time and you feel a sudden urge that it's like, now's the time. I think right before you feel the like real big urge, that's when you need to start making,
that's your intuition,
moves, right? Yeah. So I think I'm starting to feel the urge, and like I need to leave the party now.
Right.
That's just like an analogy, but like I think
what's stopping you from leaving the party?
What's stopping me?
You?
I'm nervous. I'm like a little bit nervous about because it's like it's out of my comfort zone.
Right.
Things. I don't want to like be too
and that's
specific
when you
yet.
Grow.
But that's when it's good, and I'm excited.
You grow as a person.
I'm trying to take more action, make little small steps to prepare for the big pivot or change or whatever. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm trying to do right now. In a work setting, I guess, and personally, I guess. And then, that's like my big move I'm trying to make right now is like leave the party a little bit before I think I'm ready to go. Yeah, I'm really excited, and all I'm saying is that my videos are going to be fire.
Period. I love that.
I was so vague. I hate it when people are vague on stuff, but like I don't want to announce anything too soon.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I know.
Okay, so go ahead.
Okay, so I think for me, even though this is going to sound lame, but I think like, okay, like this year, even though the year's almost over, so maybe this year extending to next year, I want to like have better boundaries and kind of like,
Mood.
you know what they say, like, what is it, like, this is like a good quote. My turn. So that would be like my making moves. It's my turn. in the sense that like I'm putting myself first, my priorities first, and my creativity first.
Yeah.
So in that sense, like just like setting boundaries with certain people, setting boundaries in like my professional
saying no
and personal life, saying no. And
we struggle.
Yeah, we struggle a lot. We're like overachievers and overdoers. And then we burn out.
And we're yes man.
Oh, violent. But just working on that and just like, you know, making moves to become a better person also. You know, it's not wrong putting yourself first.
Yeah. You know,
it's not mean. That's what I've always like.
It's not
my
mean.
boundaries are
So
always
true.
like, oh my God, like, is that mean? Like, no, it's not mean.
Yeah, I actually have a great analogy for that.
Yeah.
You know when you're on a plane.
Yeah.
And the plane's crashed. I have a lot of plane analogies.
Yeah.
Right now.
I kind of love it.
You know when you're on a plane and it's maybe we're going down.
Yeah.
It's crashing.
Yeah.
Right. You're supposed to put on your oxygen mask first.
Knowing
before you
me,
help.
I would be like.
Before you help everyone get theirs on, and then
you'll be like choking, right?
Yes,
yeah.
right. Right now, I feel like we're putting everyone's oxygen masks on them before we're helping.
100%.
Before, and then we're too dead.
Yeah, we're already dead
To come back.
We already flew out the window.
So it's just a good reminder. You have to. They say that on the plane. They're like, make sure you put yours on first before you help your child or someone next to you.
That's our intuition.
And before we put it on Professor Flamingo, and that looks like the dragon tail. Dude,
it is honestly
kind of adorable. So yeah, I think it's this is your sign. Put your oxygen mask on first, on yourself first, and then help others.
Dragon. Yeah,
right.
Yeah, we need to help ourselves to help other people.
And I think I agree. I think I'm making moves in the way I'm saying no more.
Yes,
I'm putting myself first. Yeah, which is I think
that's a boss move, putting yourself first, because it's hard.
But I also think that if you're from ages like basically 16 to like 23, I think be a yes man. Say yes to everything. Get experience. Like go to end up in weird situations where you learn from, like, you know what I mean? I think it's good to be a yes man.
Yeah.
Because you learn so much, but then eventually when you feel like it's ready, when you feel like it's about to leave, it's time to leave the party, then start saying no to what you know. Because then you figure out, okay, what's worth it, what's not.
Yeah.
What's, worth like going or spending the extra time on and stuff. And I don't know. I think it's good to be a yes man, but then you gotta reel back in.
You gotta go back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, Ollie, do you have any final words?
I just want to say thank you so much, Miss Taylor King, for having me in your beautiful studio.
Thank you for coming.
And I appreciate you so much. TK was actually the first creator that asked me to be on her podcast.
Really?
Yes, and
honored.
Like you were my first like influencer collab in a sense.
Oh, really?
And that was when I didn't even have a platform. So that says a lot about Taylor King.
Get out of here.
Love you so much.
Love you so much. Do you have a quote, like, or a mantra? Do you have a favorite quote? I am a big quoter.
A quote. I have to think about that. I'm gonna say like a fucking quote. Okay, maybe I don't.
Okay, it's okay.
My mantra is follow your dreams.
My mantra is live, laugh, love.
No, literally, like.
My quote that I always reference literally every day that my dad instilled in me is, if you think you're beaten, you are.
Yeah. No, that's cute. I remember when she said that to me the first time, I was like.
You're like, haha, that's funny. And now you're like, no, like, dead ass.
No, it's kind of good.
If you think your state of mind, like, if you think you're beaten, you are. If you think you dare not, you don't. If you like to win but don't think you can, it's almost a sin she won't.
She's going hard.
Seriously.
She's going hard. She's going in.
It's all in the state of mind.
Okay. I might have a quote. I put quotes in my notes app.
Yeah, what the hell? You're just gatekeeping your quotes?
I'm gatekeeping my quotes right now.
Bitch.
So hard.
You're a gatekeeper.
No.
Yes, you're gatekeeping your quotes. I knew you had a quote and you're gatekeeping it.
I need to find one. I literally randomly. Wait, why did I write this? I don't know why I wrote this. I wrote this October 20th at 9:47 a.m. I don't know why I wrote this.
Like recently.
This is not like my quote, but like it's just a quote that I wrote.
Give us. Oh, okay.
Your self-worth isn't determined on a scale. I don't know why I wrote it, but I did.
Oh, I love that. Wait, scale, like just like any scale?
Any scale.
Okay. Interesting.
Oh, okay.
I agree.
I actually have a good one. This one's kind of sassy.
Not
so
you
like
gatekeeping all your fucking
I have so many.
Okay, continue.
This one's good. This is for like people who have like a lot of like fraudulent people in their lives. Like if you're just a nice person, people just like hate you for no reason. Like this is for you. So this is a sassy one.
This is for you.
I literally wrote, this is September 10th, 2021 at 10:16 p.m. I said, the girls hate me because I'm a mirror to all their fraudulence.
Oli Abbas. Like a mirror?
Yeah, like you reflect like you're the mirror to their insecurities. And I wrote this actually after you told me that those girls were making fun of you in the bathroom.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Full
and
circle.
I meant to say this to you, but I forgot.
Wait, can you say it one more time?
Yes. I said, the girls hate me because I'm a mirror to all their fraudulence.
The girls hate me because I'm a mirror to all their fraudulence.
Yes, because if they followed their dreams, they wouldn't be hating on you.
Why you gotta be so
Because you're the
mean?
mirror for them. Sometimes people are the mirrors for other people. Like, when people see other people, like, living their dreams and, like, doing whatever, like, they get triggered.
Yeah.
Like, you're their
for
mirror.
Sure.
Like, you're their, like, spiritual lesson. That's why, like, you heard that rapper just died. And then there's this other rapper that said a lot of rappers die in their own hometown or neighborhood. It's because, you know, the people who grew up in school with them or whatever, they hate them for, you know, getting out of, you know, wherever they were from.
Oh
and
my
it's
God.
pretty sad, yeah.
Yeah,
but it's true.
Awful.
Like, you need to, like, realize that, like, it's not you. It's, like, people project.
That is so true. And, like, to
That's my
really
quote.
for realsies end it, like,
Yeah.
because Taylor Swift is so motherfucking hot right now,
Yeah.
and, like, we stan the song Mean.
Yes.
If you listen to it, it's so
good,
different.
yeah.
Like, if I blare that in my
The
apartment.
music video, too, is
Like,
so good.
Someday
Yes.
I'll be. I'm not a good singer. Living in a big old city, and all you're ever gonna be is mean. Why you gotta be so
mean?
Okay, that's it for everyone.
That was
Oli,
long-winded.
where can you everyone follow you?
Oh my God. Okay. So my YouTube channel is just Oli Abbas, and I have an Instagram, same username, same everything, but check out the YouTube channel. I vlog, TK sometimes in there.
He has a really great YouTube channel.
Thank
TikTok?
you so much. I do TikTok, but I'm not active yet. We'll be getting on there shortly.
Awesome. And don't forget to follow me. Well, actually, don't forget to rate, review, gas me up in the 5 stars. Please, I want 5 stars. Reviews.
5 large stars.
$5 for long.
Yeah.
Honey,
But Taylor King is a bad bitch.
Yeah. Bad bitch. Ass fat. No, I'm kidding. I'm like turning into a singer with this mic.
No, comment mullet daddy.
Yeah. Please leave a review. Give us 5 stars everywhere. Download everywhere. Subscribe to the Making Moves podcast YouTube channel. Subscribe to my own personal YouTube channel,
Subscribe
Taylor
to her
King.
OnlyFans.
Yeah. And be sure to follow me at TK's Juicy Pulls on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and yeah, you guys know the drill. Love you so much. Make someone's day this week. Don't forget. Peace.
I love it here.
See ya.
Bye.